Okay, this is the 2018 Edexcel applied paper, starting with the stats section. Question 1 says that Helen believes that a random variable C that represents the cloud cover from the large data set can be modelled by a discrete uniform distribution. Discrete uniform distribution. You've got to have some knowledge of the large data set to be able to answer this question, and the thing you have to know is about cloud cover. Now, cloud cover can take one of 9 values, okay? So I've got a snippet of the large data set here, and this is the data that they're talking about, the cloud, the total cloud. And if you have a look at the numbers, they're discrete numbers between 0 and 8. Now you have to know this. You have to know that cloud cover goes from 0 to 8 and are discrete values in order to be able to answer this question at all. You can't answer this question without knowing that. So we know, so to draw the probability distribution, we're going to have different values of x between 0 and 8. And if the distribution is uniform, the word uniform here is important. That means that they're all the same. They're all the same probability. So if there's 9 probabilities and we know that they have to total 1, each probability is going to have to be a 9th. So if you ever see the word uniform in your distributions, you've got to know that means that they're all going to be the same. There's 9 of them in this case, so they're all going to be a 9th each. So that's the answer to part A. Okay, part B then says use the probability that the cloud cover is less than 50%. So a cloud coverage of 8 is full cover. So less than 50% is going to be 50% is going to be 4 out of 8. So less than 50% is going to be here. So that's going to be the probability that x is less than or equal to 3, and that's going to be 4 out of 9. Okay, part C says Helen used all the data from the large data set for her in 2015 and found that the proportion of days with the cover less than 50% was 0.315. Now 0.315 is obviously smaller than 4/9, which means Helen's uniform model is not suitable since 0.315 is less than 4/9. And part D says to suggest an appropriate refinement. So if this isn't suitable, if it's not suitable to have a discrete uniform distribution, why don't we change it to a non-uniform? Which might be based on the months of the year, or the season, or whatever we choose to base it on. So it would be reasonable to think that, say, you're going to have less cloud cover in the summer compared to the winter. So you're not equally likely on any day of the year to have the same cloud coverage, which is what they're trying to get at in this question. But you just had to say for this one to use a non-uniform distribution.